What's up, guys? It's Colbert here from the Colbert Vape Report, and today I have for you a clone of a clone company. This is the Turbo RDA clone from AngelCigs, and you can find this for $9.99. The original you can find anywhere from $20 to $30, but this is a $10 dripping atomizer. It's very well built, and it has a little special feature inside, which we'll see in the close-ups. But we'll take a vape off of it real quick. This is a 0.3 ohm coil at 120 watts, all the way open airflow with the glass tip. So it vapes phenomenally. The flavor is actually very good. The vapor production is very good. And the little special feature in there kind of helps, it really helps cool down the vapor as it's coming through. I like to vape at higher wattages, 120 to 140 watts or above. Some people don't like that. Everybody has their own preferences, but it really does, to me, it does help. So let's go down to the close-ups to take a look at the Turbo RDA from AngelCigs. Alright, so the Turbo RDA from AngelCigs. Let's start off with the packaging. Very nice little paper cardboard packaging here. You open it up, your Turbo RDA would be right here inside. It also comes with the replacement, the top piece that you can use a regular size drip tip on. You can remove this to use the glass hurricane style drip tip, which is what I use. And you get a little baggie in here with your O-rings, replacement screws, and your nifty little blue screwdriver that everybody loves. So let's go on to the device itself. You can probably see something down in there. Yes, that is a fan down in there. That's what they call this, the turbo. They should have called it the turbine, because that's what that is. No, it's a turbine, not a turbo. Matt from Suck My Mod and everybody has already talked about this, but that's not how a turbo works, so they should have called it the turbine, but it probably wouldn't have sold as well. This is all Delrin here. These are your airflow control notches here that you would use to control the airflow on the base. There's a little bearing in there with your fan, and your glass drip tip where your regular drip tip top would attach to the top right here with the included O-ring. On the barrel here you have the ohm symbol on both sides, and it's very nicely milled. There was a little bit of machine oil on here when I got it, but I cleaned that off, and that's ever since it's been just fine. There's not been any burrs or any pieces of metal stuck in mine. So you just put the top cap on here. That's how it looks like. Now to the base. I still have my wick in here because, well, I really don't want to re-wick. I just re-wicked this thing. But you can see it's a standard 3-post design. You have two O-rings right here holding on the top, and you have fins down here on the bottom to help with cooling, which it does help. The mods do not get very hot. With the 3-post design, the middle post is raised a little bit, so if you wanted to, you could do vertical coils instead of the horizontal coils, but I just did a 12 rep 24 gauge, and it fit just fine. I'm sure you could fit dual 22 in here just fine as well. It also has a very deep juice well. It's around a 3 to 4 millimeter juice well. Holds plenty of juice. Here on the bottom we have no markings because this is a clone. It doesn't say anything, but we do have a silver plated center pin which is adjustable. So when you put it all together, this is what it looks like. Just like this. And if you want to adjust your airflow, that's one of the bad things about this, is it's hard to see where your airflow is because the airflow adjustment fins are black. But if you look through the mod, or if you look through the RDA while you're adjusting the top, you can see where your airflow is, but it's hard to see from the camera exactly where it is. So let's go back out to the regular view, talk about it, and vape on it. I will give you my final thoughts. Alright, so my final thoughts on the Turbo RDA. Do I think it's a gimmick? Me personally, no. I think the turbine fan in there does do some good. It helps cool down the vapor, and it does help a little bit with your pull-in, but not as much as they were advertising. They was calling it effortless draw, but you still have to draw like you would on any normal dripper. The turbine in there does help cool down the vapor, however, and I really do like that because I like vaping at higher wattages. That's just my preference. If you don't, you might not like the fan. but I do like it. It's not overly loud either. It's not a kazoo like some people have said. It's not nearly as loud as other people have attested to. This is a wide open airflow. I'll even go up to 140 watts, which on this coil at 0.3 is 6.4 volts, and I'll hit it for you guys. And I get tons of production, and I still get great flavor, and it's not a burning hot vape because that fan helps cool down the vapor. Now, does the fan help produce more vapor? I don't think so, but it does produce, if it does produce more, it produces a less dense vapor. The vapor out of this is not as dense as it would be out of a regular device because the turbulence inside the mod is dissipating the vapor and not making it as dense. So I don't agree with what some people have said, that this is just a gimmick, that it's worthless. I actually enjoy it. I use it daily. I use it regularly. I switch between this and my Tobe 26650 on this SMY box, and it's done me well. It can do high wattages. It cannot, however, do single coils. So if you like single coils, you're kind of out of luck. You would have to have the airflow open on both sides to use that. But if you don't like the big glass drip tip, you could use the included adapter and use a regular 510 drip tip, but the turbine will not spin as fast. So if you don't like the sound, there you go. If you don't want a lot of airflow, that's another option for you as well. But for $10 from AngelCig, or even the original for $20 to $30, you really can't beat this. This is a great entry-level RDA, a great cloud-chasing RDA, and it also has good flavor for the amount of airflow it produces. So in my opinion, it's not a gimmick, and it works. Alright guys, this has been Colbert from the Colbert Vape Report. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I will see you in my next one, and as always, happy vaping.